One of the problems, though, and this comes to my next question, is social media becoming the arena for Operation Sindoor politics? We see lots of tweets across the board. We see memes. I want to show a couple of those memes at the moment, and I want to get reactions. There was a BJP meme that showed Rahul Gandhi and General Munir being merged. The Congress then hit back. They showed a meme of Narendra Modi and Shahbaz Sharif being merged. Please look at them in a moment, and I want to ask you all, is this what we want to see, the kind of memes we are seeing, the kind of images that are being played out? Has social media become the arena? Rajat Sethi, why don't you kick off this one, since you also know social media well? We are seeing on social media, Rajat, this polarization play out. On the day Operation Sindoor was launched, BJP put out an ad targeting former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and his handling of 2611. Congress then hits back. Is this what we want to see? Is social media part of the problem?
No, I think media and social media both sort of joined hands in terms of belittling the overall operation. And I believe BJP being in power, they should have shown some restraint. Clearly, I think the lowest level that was hit when the accusation was made none other than by Mr. Rahul Gandhi himself, when he accused the External Affairs Minister Jaishankar of being or acting in connivance with Pakistan, equating him with treason. That was where I think all levels, all thresholds of politics and some decency in politics was destroyed and bulldozed. So started with Congress, and then I think the BJP reacted to it, which shouldn't have, because you are currently leading the country and you need to show certain strategic composure when it comes to setting the narrative. And clearly, if Congress is going on to a track of accusing External Affairs Minister, no sane Indian is going to believe, even if a leader of opposition claims anything. And they went on and on. Look at what Mr. Khera actually went out.
Let Salman Soz respond to that.
So it just slipped, and
let Salman Soz respond.
So,
Salman Soz, when your leader virtually suggests that the foreign minister of the country is a Jaichan, then what do you expect? I mean, the quality of this is the leader of the opposition. If he starts calling the foreign minister Jaichan, what's the message going out?
Rajdeep, I'm sorry, but what Rajat seems to really be somehow he can't get Rahul Gandhi out of his mind. But you know it, Rajdeep.
He is my leader of opposition.
Do you approve of the leader of the opposition calling the foreign minister Jaichan?
I'm trying to make a point. And the point is that for the last 15, 20 years, Rajdeep, you know it, everybody knows it, that the BJP ecosystem has been painting Rahul Gandhi as the biggest traitor on the face of this planet. Our Prime Minister has used incredibly unfortunate language that everybody's aware of. Again, my old friend, the late Sunanda Pushkar, and he called her a 50 crore girlfriend. So please don't give me all these kind of homilies of this is so unfortunate, and the leader of the opposition is saying this and that. There's a legitimate question to be asked of Mr. Jaishankar, if not for the comments that he made about Operation Sindoor, but certainly about the diplomacy that we should have been engaged in, so that we would at least have a lot more support at the. In fact, you should be asking these questions. Why aren't you asking a question about how China supported Pakistan during this crisis, and we are running $100 billion trade deficit with China? That is not a question. You never ask these questions. I find it incredible. On the one hand, you said that there should be BJP's nationalism and some amazing thing, and that is what they're tom-tomming. I can tell you that on behalf of the Congress Party, that we take national security as a solemn responsibility. For us, this is not a sloganeering. You talked about Dr. Manmohan Singh.
Sir,
let me tell you about Dr. Manmohan. Just a second. Let me tell you about Dr. Manmohan Singh. And you said that you implied that we love Pakistan. Let me tell you that Pakistan, 1971, we are all aware what happened to Pakistan under Congress rule. But after 2008, what happened to Pakistan? Pakistan's economy, their per capita income was more than ours. And look what happened to the Pakistani economy after 2008. Who went on the Financial Action Task Force grey list? How did that happen? It happened under Dr. Manmohan Singh, because he pushed There were Security Council resolutions against Pakistan. Where is your Security Council resolution right now?
Okay, your time.
Why don't you talk
you
about
made your
it?
point, Salman Sos. Okay, I raise all questions of all parties, so I get into trouble. But
No, I'm
I take
asking
your
Rajat
point,
and the BJP
Ajay Alok.
spokesperson.
No, just a minute, sir. No, sir, just a minute. Ajay Alok, why don't you also respond? This low-level discourse. You heard what Vijay Shah said. You've heard people have called your leaders have called Mallikarjun Kharge has been called a gaddar for comments he's made. Just as they call someone Jaychand, you call gaddar. Rahul Gandhi, they say, is acting as a Pakistani agent. The quality of discourse. Shouldn't the Prime Minister say enough is enough and pull up a Vijay Shah? It's not for Rajat Sethi to ask for sacking of Vijay Shah. The Prime Minister could have sacked him. That would have sent out a strong message.
See, the lowest discourse started just after 22nd, if you remember. I'll make you recall Robert Vadra, what he said on 23rd, when he said that because of coercion of minorities and because of all the ill doings on minorities of this country, this attack has happened. This was Robert Vadra, none other than anyone else. And whose voice was this? Was this the voice of Priyanka Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi? That minorities are not being treated well, so as a part of repercussion they did Pahalgam? One after the other, they kept on doing it, one after the other. My friend Salman is constantly saying, what about the international support? Now let me remind him, for the first time in OIC, the resolution on Kashmir has been dropped for the first time. Earlier what used to happen, even Iran, who was supposed to be our friend, they also used to vote against us, not this time. The whole world is supporting us, the whole world, except for 3 countries which we all know. Wherever the international delegation is going on, we are getting full support. Even in Qatar, even in Iran, where Supriya Sule has gone. So Islamic nations are also supporting, the Christian nations are also supporting. We are getting a good enough support. We don't want military support from anyone.
Ajay Alok, do you approve, just as I asked him, does he approve of the language of Jaychand? Do you approve the language of Gaddar? Do you approve the language of calling someone a Gaddar?
I will say somebody a Gaddar who happens to be a leader of opposition and his voice is being heard in Pakistan Assembly. I will say that leader a Gaddar. If in the time of crisis he speaks against the country and his voice is taken to UN. And his lines are being repeated in UN and in Pakistan Assembly. Then I will call him Gaddar. I will call him Gaddar when Galwan was happening and he was having dinner with Chinese embassies. I will call him Gaddar. I will call Congress Party Gaddar because till today we don't know what is the resolution of the Congress Party with Chinese Liberation Army. What they signed, what was the pact. I will call Gaddar when Rajiv Gandhi Foundation will take 50 lakhs rupees donation from Chinese embassy. I will call them Gaddar.
Okay.
Rajdeep, can I say
the
one
fact
thing?
is, we are seeing
Rajdeep,
the discourse. Yeah, 10 seconds. Salman Sos, quickly respond. Because he has called your party a Gaddar for what he's...
I would say, yes. You know, I think the audience can see the level to which BJP spokespersons have to fall that they would call the leader of the opposition.
I'm showing you the mirror.
Hundreds of millions. Please don't interrupt me. I did not interrupt you.
And what I've said is fact.
The level of please don't interrupt. Why are you interrupting me? Do you not want to hear me?
Okay,
do you not want the audience to hear me?
Very quickly, Salman, 10 seconds.
The level of the BJP spokesperson who would call the leader of hundreds of millions of Indians who voted for our party, he would call them a traitor. I think the real traitors, in my view, are those who do not acknowledge that China has intruded into our territory and then basically give up territory without saying a word. I think that is treasonous behavior, to my mind. I'm not saying that the Prime Minister is a traitor.
I've heard both sides.
But I think the BJP
Salman,
should
you
be
made
very careful.
Sir, you
about
made
the
your 10
language that they
seconds is
use
up.
about